What's up guys, Nick here for Daily Vape TV. Today is Fresh Build Fridays and today we're going to be building a parallel coil using twisted 28 gauge wire and 0.8mm flat ribbon wire. Should be a pretty interesting build. I've never built this one before personally, but I've seen it all over the internet, so we're going to give it a shot today. I have no idea where the ohms are going to be, but I'm hoping it's pretty low because it's going on our Panzer Blackhawk. I can't wait any longer to build this thing, so let's take a look at our tools and build it up. Alright guys, here we go. We're ready to build. We have our Patriot atomizer on top of our ohm reader. We have a 14 gauge syringe needle, screwdriver, tweezers, wire cutters, and a pair of pliers. I've pre-made my twisted 28 gauge Kanthal just to save a little bit of time. If you want to see the video where I do the full tutorial on how to make this, just click the link. Should be right about here somewhere. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is grab your twisted 28 and about a 8-inch long section of flat ribbon wire. So the first thing you want to do is just grab your flat ribbon wire and get all the kinks out of it. Just run your hand over it a few times and it'll be good as new. Alright, now you want to take your two pieces of wire, align them parallel, hence the name parallel coil. You want to line up your two pieces of wire. Make sure they stay parallel throughout the entire thing. Alright, here we go. Definitely not my prettiest coil, but I think it might do. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is install it in our atomizer. And first we're going to clip this negative lead so it's a little bit easier for us to work with. There we go. So it took me about 5 minutes, but I finally managed to get that coil in there. Let me tell you, if you don't drill out your post holes with twisted wire, with wrapped wire around it or next to it, it's a real pain in the butt. So drill out your post holes. That would be my recommendation to you. According to my 722 mod, it is reading in at 0.3 ohms. So let's put it back on the mech and fire it up. So I do want to just kind of push these coils a little bit closer together. Dealing with this much wire is a pain in the butt. So as you can see, it's firing pretty good. It's heating up from the inside out. Everything seems to be glowing pretty good, so I'm just gonna wick it and see if it works. So here I have my pre-rolled wick, or pre-prepared wick I should say. It's just regular rolled cotton like I always use, cut in about 3/4 of an inch strip wide by about 6 inches long. So let's wick it up and see if this thing actually vapes. Alright, now that it's all wicked, let's juice it up and have a vape. Today I'm going to be using a little bit of Beantown Snozberry. Been dying to try this stuff. It's like a blue raspberry. Smells really good, so can't wait to give it a shot. Alright, wicked, juiced. Let's see if it fires. So it's firing, seems to be pretty good, so I'm just going to have a vape, let you know what I think. Alright guys, we're back. I left the top cap off just to show you the vapor production of this coil, and I'm just going to show you right here. And it is popping like crazy. I find with the twisted wire builds, I do get the coils do pop a little bit more, so just be careful when you're building and you're test firing this thing, and when you're dripping on it, make sure you keep your top cap on because that juice does sizzle. So I'm going to give it a couple vapes real quick and let you know what I think. So as you just saw, the vapor production is stellar. You get a ton of vapor out of this one, and it is a little bit warmer for a 0.3 ohm build that I'm used to. I'm not a huge fan of super scorching hot vapes. This one's on the hotter side, so if you like a hotter vape, then this one's definitely going to be for you. As far as the flavor is concerned, I get amazing flavor out of it, really crisp notes to this. I get a sour flavor because this is a blue raspberry, so I get an excellent sour flavor out of it. As far as the difficulty of this build, I'd say pretty difficult. I'd say medium to high difficulty level because it's a pain in the butt to get that twisted wire just right where you want it. Make sure you run a torch over it real quick, as I showed you in the other Twisted 28 build video that I did, and you can work with it a little bit easier that way and spend a little bit of time. I didn't show you the actual inserting of the coil into the atomizer because it took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get those coils just right, and pulling on the negative lead and everything, just adjusting the coil took a long time for me. So be patient, practice, practice, practice. Always make sure you vape safe with a 30 amp limit battery or higher whenever you're sub-ohming. I'm going to take one more tug off of this thing. So yeah, I'm getting about 3 hits before I get a dry hit, so this thing drinks juice like crazy. I get 3 hits tops out of this one before I have to drip on it, but I'm alright with that. It's a really amazing coil. So far I've never seen one actually being built before, but I have seen them online all over the place. I just wanted to give it a shot, show you guys how I did it. So that wraps up my tutorial on the Twisted 28 flat ribbon wire parallel build. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you comment below and let me know what you think of my build. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future builds. And don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, vape on.